Do you feel emotionally drained in your marriage? Do you feel like you no longer have a connection with your spouse? Is going back home now a burden and something you no longer look forward to? Even the conversations you have keep dragging. Well, in this video, I am going to be sharing a few things that you can do to reignite that emotional connection with your husband or with your wife. But before we get into that, my name is Sarah. I am passionate about nurturing relationships and building stronger marriages. They say that marriage is a bed of roses. There's the floral part and there's the thorny part. So today we are focusing on the thorny part and how to navigate around that and make your marriage more interesting, make you and your husband or you and your wife more emotionally connected. Here are a few things, or just a drop of the things that you can do to reignite that emotional connection with your husband or with your wife. The first thing that you can do is write letters. I'm sure most of you have been to school and there were those assignments you were given to write a letter to, I don't know, the head teacher, or write a letter to your friend, write a letter to your parents, telling them this or that, or maybe you are that type that used to write love letters to your boyfriend or girlfriend in another school. Why don't you go back in time and just get a paper and try to compose a few amazing words and tell them how you feel about them, the amazing things they've been doing, the things they're trying to pursue, and acknowledge the effort that they are putting in the marriage. I believe your partner reading that letter will put a smile on their face, and they'll definitely look forward to seeing you that evening or waking up next to you, and it will be a lovely day. The next thing that you can do is spend quality time together. Gadgets off, maybe screen off, social media off, and just have that conversation. The conversations I'm talking about are not about bills, not about the power bills, the water bills, the what other bills, all those other bills. Put the bills aside and just have fun conversations. Maybe play a chess game, or take a walk together, or just sit, play some soft music and dance around. Try to rekindle some of the things that you used to do back then. Talk about the days when you were growing up, your memories, or when you just met. Some of those things are going to reignite that spark. Remember, you're looking for that emotional connection that has just been lost. You need to find it. So the first conversation may not go as you expected, but when you become more and more intentional, it's going to build into something stronger. The third thing that you can do is appreciate your spouse. Remember when you wanted them to date you, or you were interested in them, you did so many things. Maybe the lady tried to dress in a certain way just to catch his attention, or you, the man, you called them several times, came to their place, took them out. Why don't you try to do those things that show that I am pursuing you? For the husbands out there, I need you to know that for women, or your wife loves to be pursued. They love to be sought after. Try to visit them at work, just drop by or drop them at work instead of waking up and you're taking the left direction and she's taking the right direction, off to your different workspaces. What if you say, you know what, honey, today I am then going to drop you at work and I'm going to pick you up, or maybe just fix a surprise lunch date, or send them a surprise meal, or pick a few flowers, or call the florist shop and just tell them to send them flowers. You'll be amazed at how that is going to reignite that emotional connection between you and your spouse, because the things that you are doing are sending out a message. I hear you, I feel you, I miss you, I look forward to seeing you, I long for you, and you are trying to stir up a certain feeling in your spouse that will keep them in suspense throughout the day, and definitely by end of day they'll give you that warm hug, and It's just going to be an amazing evening for you and your spouse because of those little things that you have done. And remember the times when you used to send out gifts. A gift makes room. A gift will make room for you in your spouse's life. I'm not saying you don't have room. Yes, you're sharing the same room, the same bed, but emotionally, maybe she has pushed you aside. Emotionally, he has pushed you aside. Or every time she sees you or he sees you, he is saying the one who pays the bills, the one who is going to cook, the one who is going to have this conversation with me about the 5-year plan, the 10-year plan, the loan, all those things. But when you just put a pause on that and surprise your spouse with a new pair of shoes, new pair of socks, a pincer, or a nice pen, a lovely phone, some of those things have always longed for. Or you know what, honey? This time around, the bill of the salon is on me. I am then going to take you to the salon. I am going to pay everything. But let's go for a massage or we go for a vacation. That would be so amazing. Remember, they don't have to be very big things, and you don't have to wait for Christmas Day. You don't have to wait for Thanksgiving. You don't have to wait for Eid. You don't have to wait for those big days or their birthday to give them a gift. Just come up with an excuse of today is an appreciation gift. This is a gift for you, an appreciation gift. A pair of earrings, or I just saw this t-shirt, or brand a t-shirt to say you are the best mom ever, or you're the best dad ever. It doesn't cost so much, but it's going to pour so much love into your marriage. What would be amazing, like a spouse that appreciates you with words of affirmation. You know, the boss is the boss at work or the supervisor at work has targets. Maybe she or you also have your targets. You have financial goals, you have social goals, you have spiritual goals. I mean, goals. And you know, in the home setting, you as a mom, you want to organize the house. You're thinking, how does the week look like? A kid's going to get ready for school. We can't afford to lag behind on performance. We can't afford to lag behind on A, B, C, D. I mean, it's just goals. And you've forgotten that, you know what? You are the love of your spouse. You know, you are the love of your wife, and your wifey, you have forgotten that he is actually the love of your life. You've been putting the kids first. How about you stop and just speak words of affirmation? You know, I know we talked about writing letters, but this time around, I want you to look them in the eye and tell them how amazing they are, how beautiful they still are before you. Because, you know, after 3 kids, after 4 kids, sometimes you kind of doubt the way you look, you kind of think you're not rocking it, you're not as amazing as you used to be. And you know, you keep referring to back then when I was like this, back then when I was like this. That's more like she's trying to tell you, I feel uncomfortable. I don't think I still fit. I don't think I am as beautiful as I was before. But it is your responsibility as the husband to affirm her looks, to affirm the things that she does, because you are her first cheerleader. The same applies to the husband. The wife, you are his first cheerleader. Do not let someone else in the workspace take your place of pushing your husband forward, of appreciating, of acknowledging the effort he puts in, even when the wins are not winning, or the losses are very many, or you feel like he has not yet achieved the things you want him to achieve. Be the person that is always positive through your reactions and through the words that you speak. There is so much that the world is speaking to us out there. So much that the world is telling your husband out there. So much comparison going on in his mind or going on in her mind. But you need to clear the space and draw the line in your marriage and say, you know what, in this house, you are the best dad, you are the best mom, you make the best meals. And that is going to change everything in your house. And lastly, recognize the amazing things they do. Recognize when your wife has changed her hairstyle. She has combed her hair in a different way. She has got a new dress, a new nightie, a new shoe. Can you recognize and say, you know what? I like that hairstyle. What inspired you? Have some conversation to make it a big deal in the house. Even when he gets a haircut or does one of those things that men do. Recognize, because we all want to be seen. We have that little child in us that wants to say, me teacher, pick me. So your wife is saying, you know what, see me, see the meal that I've made, see how I've served in a different way, see how I have rearranged the house in a different way, see how I just did this in a much better way. And you not seeing that, you not recognizing that, makes them emotionally down. Well, that's what I had for you today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the bell notification for more uplifting content like this. See you in the next video.